Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel again. My name is Wemimo and I'm also known as Tamamo5 and also known as TMO5 Co. If you are new to my channel, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. So this is a live program based on the brouhaha, like the new information from the immigration office, and whereby we're going to be dissecting a few things today. So if you're watching me right now, please don't forget to drop a comment in the comment section below, share as well. And if you're watching me from the replay, also do not hesitate to leave me a comment in the comment section. So why am I here today? I am here today because we are going to be dissecting a few information. Like, I've got my notes here. We're going to be dissecting a few information that came on board. Hi, hello, Lilibet. Welcome. So I'm going to be dissecting a few things. It's about the new information as released by UK Immigration in regards to international students visa. And then the second thing we're going to be dissecting today is about the YouTuber called MD Tiamiu, who was granted an interview by BBC and he said some things. And the third thing we're going to attempt were a few questions. I'm going to be commenting and I'm going to be sharing some comments of other Nigerians who have been like, I'm a Nigerian as well. I'm upset, I'm raging, but we'll get to that. And the last thing we're going to be dissecting again will be his apology, which I felt, let's leave it to that. So anyway, I'm going to quickly look in the comment section and say hello to those who are joining me. So Lilibet May Anointed, welcome, good morning, and thanks for coming. Thanks for the thumbs up. Don't forget to leave your thoughts, your opinions as we dissect these topics. Hello, Madina Utman. Hi there. Thanks for joining this live. Don't forget to like, share, drop your comments, drop your opinion, because this is something we should be talking about. This has not only impacted those of us who are permanent residents here. I've got dual citizenship. I'm Nigerian first, an important thing, and then I'm British. But at the same time, I know how this has impacted us. So first of all, let's go to the first information. So the news, before we found the interview granted by this guy, I'll say he's a boy. Yeah, because men don't talk the way he did. So the UK immigration came out with the rules that they will be banning international student visas to students from abroad. And they listed all of this country. I mean, on the statistics graph that I saw, there was about 11 or something countries, and Nigeria happened to be the number 3. So I've got an information whereby I'm going to be reading in case any of you have not actually seen the report. So it did say here from my printout that some citizens say that they support the decision of the Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, who promised that British people, he will lower the net migration figure. So one thing I want you guys to know is this: the UK government have a set target of international students from all over the world. They want to come into the UK. We know that. And they did say here that because the increase in international students has also increased rent prices, others say that the main reason why international students come into the UK is to work and that cheap labor holds down wages. So that's their opinion. And then the new rule will not apply to doctoral students from abroad due to the importance of their research. So if you're coming in for a PhD, obviously because PhD lasts about 3-5 years, and then you'll be paying nothing less than £40,000 per annum as a PhD student. So they are saying these restrictions will not affect PhD students. Under a graduate visa, master students are allowed to bring their dependents. That was a rule that was on ground before. And meaning that they can bring their partners, they can bring their children, and later can stay in the country for up to 24 months until the student completes the course. Hello, Vivian TV. Thanks for coming. So dependents must provide. So I'm just kind of like reading. So what we are discussing today is the fact that the UK government are now saying that they are going to stop anybody coming on the undergraduate, graduate, master student visa into the country. If you're coming from January of next year to study as either an undergraduate or as a master's or as a postgraduate, that you will not be allowed to come in with your family again. So they've already passed the law. I mean, it's already on ground, but it's going to go into effect from January of next year. So the only people who are being exempted are people who are coming in as PhDs, who already have all of those, who are coming as maybe they're coming for their PhDs and stuff like that. Those are the ones who would not be a part of this exemption, which means that they'll be allowed to bring in their relatives. However, when you're coming for a PhD, it's not a joke. School fees per annum is about £40,000 per annum. So they're saying this is not going to be impacted. Them, we understand that. But what I'm trying to say in essence is that so when UK government started with this UK international student visa for students, you open it up for people to come in. And then there were benefits with it. Benefits with that, you can bring your dependents, which is all right. So are you now saying that people that you have opened the visa route for them to come into the UK to come and study, and then they see that this benefit is there for them to bring their family, do you not expect them to bring their family or make use of these benefits? Somebody has a chance to bring their family because it's part of the benefit you have sold to them. As, oh, if you come into the UK to study, you can bring your wife, you can bring your children. That is part of the benefit, that is part of the requirement that attach the visa you are giving to them. So are you now expecting them to now come into the UK and not make use of that benefit? I mean, people in the house, let me know. So it's as if you want to go and do something and you see that you can get extra for your money. Won't you jump at it? So I think what has now happened is that UK government have their own target of how many people they want to come in from all over the world. And I believe they've already reached this target. And it's gotten to a stage whereby they really don't know how to go about it. Or maybe they have their data and they're just kind of like holding back. However, like I was saying, that Nigeria is like number 3. So they said according to the statistics, China was the UK's biggest source of international students in 2021 and 2022, with 151,690 students, followed by India 126,535 students. So according to the Higher Education Statistics Authority, other countries of origin students in the UK were, so Nigeria has 44,195. So which means that China and India are the 1 and 2. Nigeria came number 3. Pakistan came number 4. United States already also on the list. I'm shocked. United States on the list. Hong Kong, Bangladesh, Malaysia, France, Italy. However, the most annoying thing is that from all the news media, they've kind of like been highlighting Nigeria as the center of approach, like the center of attention. It's not only Nigerians that are coming to the UK to study. And if Nigerians are coming to the UK, all of them are majority of them are selling their properties. They're selling things because they believe this is the way out for them. If you've actually sold to them that they can bring their relatives to come into this country while they study, why are you blaming them for doing so? They are paying thousands of pounds in money to come study here. They are spending thousands of money and bringing their relatives over. And now you are saying to them that, okay, you are fine. It's good that you are taking that benefit away. But the most annoying thing was this YouTuber in Nigeria, for that matter. And I'm thinking it's Nigerian by tribe. Even in as much as I didn't want you to go down to the tribe aspects, if you go onto Instagram right now, people are being tribalistic right now. They are being tribalistic right now. That, oh, he's a Yoruba boy, he's a Yoruba boy, Yorubas talk anyhow, Yorubas do this, Yorubas do that. And people are saying, Nigerians, that's why other Nigerians abroad, oh, this is why I don't associate, this is according to them, oh, this is why they don't associate with Nigerians abroad, because Nigerians, they don't love each other. Nigerians, if they are in a workplace, they just want to be the only person getting the benefit. They don't want another Nigerian to get the benefits. All of this happens, we know that, but what this YouTuber guy has said seems to be like the ice break for the British media, because he sat down in an interview. I don't know, he's trying to come to us now to say that the interview lasted about 1 hour long, and they've only shared 25 seconds of where he was talking. So this MD Tiamiyu is a Nigerian, a Yoruba as well, and he also came in through the dependent route, because we've thrown questions at him like, how did you enter the UK? Because it's obvious that he was not born in the United Kingdom. So how did he enter into the United Kingdom? I'm still waiting for him to answer that question. I was watching his live on Daddy Freeze yesterday, and he was just yarning a push. He was yarning a pash. He was not remorseful in any way. He felt he's only cited his opinion for over millions of citizens in Nigeria. So the opinion of one person, he felt his own opinion is enough to put all of us as Nigerians into one, that he has a mouth to speak his opinion. And these Oyibo people, you only just have to say something, and that's that one thing they will hold on to. So he is saying to us that the interview lasted 1 hour, but British media have only shared 25 seconds of where he agreed. According to him, let me look for the sentence, the statement that he said, oh, I'm trying to quote him according to how he said it. Let me find it. I can't even find where I wrote this stuff. I can't find. So according to him, he said that Nigerians are not coming here for education. They don't need the degree. They are only coming through that route. According to his accent, though, Nigerians are only coming through that route as a means to relocate into the UK. So he's now saying that the thousands of international students in the UK from Nigeria is saying that they don't really need the degree. They don't need the masters, that they've only taken that route. They've sold all of their bargains, everything back home in Nigeria. They've sold everything they have back home in Nigeria, bring their family here. They've only come in here to escape Nigeria, to Japa. In fact, you even told Oyibo media person the meaning of Japa. The Japa that we recently just found out about. He told them the meaning of Japa. You guys, can you imagine? You know, when I watched that video, I was raging. I was mad. I was upset. I was upset. Like, if it was somebody else who was not Nigerian that said this, maybe I might not take it serious. But this is someone who knows. I mean, what trenches did he come out from? For the fact that he came in through a route as well. Obviously, like I said, he was not born in the UK. Why does he think he could lay such opinion and said that, yes, Nigerians, that was what he said, though, Nigerians, they don't really need the degree. They've only taken that route as a means to escape to the UK with their families. So, which means that they relocated. So, which is, and at this point, I think universities in the UK with Nigerian population should come out here and defend that statement. Are the students from Nigeria coming to lectures? Are they handing in their essays? Are they handing in their assignments? All of these universities with Nigerian students in them need to come out and defend, like, and rubbish this talk that this boy just talk. And while I was on that the Freeze Live yesterday, there was another guy saying that it should not be apologetic. And meanwhile, this boy, he has a channel, and the main purpose, his main niche on his channel is to create videos. His main niche on his channel is to create videos advising, giving people information on how to come into the UK, either to Canada as through the various visas. Can you guys believe that? I'm just going to quickly read the comment. This is really so Lilibet said, Vivian said, busybody boy. Yeah, I agree with you, he's a busybody. Lilibet said, this is really sad. I have not watched the interview. My sister, I could not, it was 25 seconds. It's only 5. It was Gistlover died. When I woke up this morning, I saw it from Gistlover. When I was watching that on Daddy Freeze yesterday, I was so upset I couldn't continue with it. And then I woke up this morning, I saw this stuff from Gistlover. I'm like, nah, I need to come out here. I really need to come out here. You know, Madina said, it's pride before a fall. He feels he would get fame from taking his gibberish, like he's not Nigerian. Trust me, you need to see him on that Daddy Freeze Live yesterday. It was like, and the lady called. This lady was like, you know what? His body, he knows he's done what he shouldn't have done. He knows he's done that, and he's not apologetic. He's not remorseful about it. It was still like, that the Freeze should moderate. And me, I was like, no, let this lady talk, allow her talk, because people are working their asses off to work hard to send money to bring their siblings here, and you are now coming here to say, like, where did he get the figure, or where did he get the statistic to show that people are really not coming here to study? How is he able to ascertain who is here to study and who is not here to study? Because the UK immigration system that are granting these visas to people who are coming, they know what they are granting, they know what they are accepting. So why come out here and give the British media the nail on the head for them? Like, yes, that's the final push they wanted, to let them be assured that yes, we were not wrong about Nigeria, because other countries were listed on this list. But the way it is now, light has been shown, like light is continuously being shown on Nigerians, only on Nigerians alone. Only on Nigerians alone. So I'm reading comment. I say it, hi there, it's been a while. They should have kept quiet like the Indians and enjoyed, but they turned immigration experts overnight and revealed too much. Honestly, like, I think content creators on YouTube, I'm going to be calling out their name here. Tochi Esther is one of them. Gloria Otiko is one of them. You guys, like, there's no time I opened YouTube. How to tier 2 visa, how to tier 5 visa. Like, you guys, I think at this rate, you guys should stop. You guys should stop with all the information. When I went to look at the other content creators who are like from the people named on here, I don't think I find out to like 5 content creators who create videos advising people on how to japa to the United Kingdom. But our Nigerians, they just overdo everything with their big thumbnail. How to shake the cock in the United Kingdom, how to gain visa, how to do this, how to do that, how to not do this. I said, you have all these videos. Same with this stupid boy. He has this video. He was claiming, he was forming on that his free life that he has 256 videos on his channel, and all of these videos are targeted at information on how you can come into the UK, either on visa, whatever. And to me, that your 256 videos has just gone to waste with that 25-second statement you made in that interview. So for all these years on your YouTube channel, people pay you to seek immigration advice on how they can get visa to come into the UK. You have 256 YouTube videos on your channel giving people tips, advice on how to come into the UK as a student or whatever. And then you go on to BBC, for that matter, to go and grant an interview. And you are saying, if you knew, like, no, they will not tell you. And when you are going for such interviews, you don't go alone. You need to have like somebody, maybe like a PR, or what do they call them? These people will be the ones like, I know they paid this guy. They paid him to offer that interview. They paid him. He can't come out here and tell me that they've not paid him to attend that interview. He got paid some money. Hence why his mouth was leaking. Hence why he had diarrhea of the mouth. I believe it. I'm putting him to him that he was paid to attend that interview. So for the fact that he was paid to attend the interview, it wouldn't have any choice but to answer all the questions that was thrown at him. And I trust you, and I trust the British media. They only took out the most important one, the one that will rule, like we uproot lots of emotions everywhere. And for the fact that he has such platform where he was sharing information, when you were asked such questions, you should have used the opportunity to address the reasons why people are really leaving Nigeria. But instead, you just misyan. People are not living. If Nigeria were to be good, if there's no ASU strike, if people are not spending 10 years to complete a 4-year course, why would they want to leave Nigeria? If people are able to secure jobs after their degree in Nigeria, why would they want to leave Nigeria? If employers are actually making use of the talents that people in Nigeria have, why would a doctor want to leave Nigeria to come here? I'm just going to quickly read the comments. The vlogger insulted Nigerians. Sham, we are the most educated in the world. Trust me, I agree with you. I say Nigerians are the most educated, and I would say it everywhere. We love studying. So why say they have no real interest in the degrees? It's not true for the vast majority. Absolutely. That was what I was saying, that what makes him think he could speak on behalf of thousands of people who have come here. I was on the news this morning, and they were interviewing a guy. He was brought here into the United Kingdom as a child. His father came into the UK as a surgeon, and they were interviewing him. And I love the fact that he was saying that people like, yeah, his father was a surgeon. He came here, he's a doctor as well. And he has seen the importance of what him being a doctor would be back home in Nigeria, and is working on how he could make that impact in Nigeria. So that is someone, I think his name is Dr. Okorocha or something. It was on, I saw his news on BBC this morning as well. So that is somebody who's actually addressing the fact that, yes, he was brought here. His parents his father was a surgeon. He was brought here as a child. He's schooled here. He's now a medical doctor in the UK. So he's a dependent who has been successful from being a child. So same thing is what I believe and know would happen from descendants of students who are here in the UK. So for instance, take for example, I'm a nurse. First degree in information technology, second degree in nurse. I am rearing to raise my children. There will be doctors, there will be surgeons, there will be engineers. These are dependents of immigrants who are doing better in the United Kingdom. If our country was good, what would Nigerians be? Why would they be paying all of that thousands of money for to come in here to study? That alone, that is not even alone. People will come in, and citizens, people in the country will be looking at you as if you don't deserve being here. I'm just going to quickly read another comment there. So Madina said, they know Jack, they are just making money online. Empty barrel makes the loudest. Absolutely. I think it's high time all these content creators that are claiming this how to get visa to social place. I think it's high time we boycott their channels. They need to stop all this information giving. Give one. And then if you want people to speak to you one-to-one, then you can do it at the back end. But you come here, putting all the information out there in the name of you are helping them. Like this one that went to talk nonsense now. I believe he was paid. And when he was thrown that question, he had no choice but to say what the British people want to hear. Some YouTubers don't know Jack. Obviously, he is doing all those videos because he will get a few dollars from YouTube pay. Absolutely. And I was looking at all the videos. There are massive, tons of views on them. Tons of views on them. So according to him, what he said was his opinion. But your opinion, you should have kept it into your pockets. Because the way you said it, you said Nigerians don't need the degree. They are just using the route to use it as a chance to escape to Japa. He told freaking Oyibo people the meaning of Japa. And the Oyibo said, Japa. That was what the Oyibo said. Japa. Why Nigerians are Japa out of Nigeria? I say it said they haven't been in the UK for more than 10 years, and they are giving big advice. Those that have been here for years haven't been shaking their heads at the foolish. Honestly, when I saw that interview, I was like, really? And at the end of the day, I think the British people, immigration, whatever I'm going to call them now, you sold this route to people with the benefits. So for the fact that you sold the route you sold the benefits alongside the route, do you expect people not to take or make use of the benefits? Do you expect a man who has a wife and child who has been given a visa to study here in the UK, knowing that there's a benefit for him to bring his wife and his child, do you not expect such man to make use of such benefits? If he's able to afford it, do you not expect him to make use of it? And then there's another person who was saying, people will now come in with their 7 children. They will even count their nanny, their house help as their kid. Like, it's none of your business. If they can afford it, if they're paying for it, and they've not come to ask you for a penny, why should it be your business? Let them bring their entire generation and say, these are all their children. As long as they are funding and paying for them, and they've not come to you to ask for a penny, it's their freaking business. And I don't see the reason why. Maybe the UK government were trying to say, okay, maybe we've had enough. And I think the fact remains that the British government already they've reached their targets and they want to close the door. But then United Kingdom is not the kind of country who will separate families, which I understand why they've sold this benefit of if you come as an international student, you can bring your family in. They don't separate family. They don't believe in separate family. If there's a family unit, they want that family unit to remain. So I will understand why they've sold that benefit. But if you're now taking that away, and you're not saying that it's only PhD students, even that PhD student now, you will not get them anymore. Because who is willing to come into the UK and start paying £40,000 per annum to study? And at the end of the day, when they finish studying and they're trying to get a job, they might face lots of competition, they might face lots of discrimination in terms of what field, either being a doctor or either being an engineer or whatever field they become, because obviously those who are coming for PhD, they have to be on the professional level. It can't be a healthcare support worker, or it can't be you coming in as a nurse. And besides, all of these people Nigerians are hard workers. Nigerians are hard workers. Me here, I am enough. I am enough as a statistic to tell you that I am a hard worker. And I stand that Nigerians are hard workers. My place of work, I can count how many of us are black there. I can count how many of us are black there. I've only seen 2 surgeons. One happens to be Igbo, I believe it's Igbo, and one happens to be Yoruba. And we only see each other in passing. We just say hi, hi. We don't talk. Not more than that. Which is a good thing. Okay, there's more of us. But now, this Yeye boy now went on to the BBC, where they've paid him for, so he has no choice but to answer all questions that has been thrown at him. And he said all he said. I was disappointed. I was shocked. So people who are planning on coming into January now, that's another means, an avenue that has been taken away from them. That's an avenue that has been taken away from them. So that's what's been happening. That was what this boy said. So moving on to what else I was going to talk about. So like I was saying on that the freeze video, it was bragging. There was a lady who was saying to me, "Now come, your braggadocious attitude is not needed. You are saying, yeah, you have 256 videos on your channel that's been helping people. That 25-second statement you made has just ridiculed your 256 videos. That 25-second statement you made has just rendered those 256 videos useless. Obviously, you've made money and you're still making money off it on YouTube. So the things that you've said now, to me, all your effort on those 256 videos have just been wasted. Lilibet said, these people, every word that comes out of your mouth, they will use it against you. They like asking questions, and you have to be very careful answering. Absolutely, I agree with you. I did an interview with BBC as well about this cost of living crisis. Well, I mean, the interview was about 45 minutes, and by the time they heard, I didn't even watch it because I get a link, but maybe I don't know why I was not able to watch it. It was my colleagues at work that said, oh, they saw the article and they saw the video. So there was a 45 minutes video, and they only kind of like picked out the fact that where I said, yes, even as an immigrant here, as a nurse, I'm struggling. Yes, I'm struggling. I'm not going to deny the fact that I'm not struggling, because council tax every month is 170 something, but whether you like it or not, you have to pay it. You pay your rent, you pay for your water, you pay for electricity. You know, so apart from this 45 minutes video, they still went on to write an article. So it's the one that whatever they've asked in that interview is the one that will fit is the one that will suit their narrative the most, that will be published. And that was what they do to this Momo. That was what they did to this Momo. They just didn't single-handedly pick you to come and talk now. They've all obviously been on your channel. They saw what you've been doing, and they've just brought you out. They single-handedly brought you out to come and tarnish all your 256 videos. And then to now add salt to injury. It was now said that the priest was asking him that, okay, so now you've done this, how do you intend to make amends? It was like he's going to contact them. He was asking that the priest that should he call the authority? Why are you seeking opinion from the priest? When they contacted you for the interview, did you seek opinion? Did you sought opinion? Did you seek an advice before you went out there? Only God knows how much it was paid. It was asking that the priest if he should involve maybe the police or something. Obviously, I believe he has already involved the police because the amount of aids he's already received. I went on Gistlover. Gistlover already shared his mobile number. Yeah, Gistlover already shared his mobile number on WhatsApp. But I'm not going to put in. I'm not going to be a part of that. Where I know he's going to, if he likes, let him watch this live. If he like, doesn't, I tagged him. So at some point, he received a notification for this video. What you did was the most stupidest thing you will ever done. I don't care how much they paid you. I don't care if they offer you citizenship. And those who know him are kind of like saying that he does not even have a permanent residency yet, which means that, God forbid, the table turns tomorrow, he can still meet himself in Lagos, Nigeria. And at some point, I was thinking, does he even have a family at all? Because if he has a family, he wouldn't have uttered that nonsense that came out of his mouth. He wouldn't have uttered what he said. Absolutely, but we are very hardworking. We are hardworking. At times, when I go to work, at times, and I'm like, I feel as if I'm the only one doing all the work. When I see I'm tired, I look for an excuse, or I just disappear. I don't tell anybody where I'm going, because I'm like, I've done my best. I've done my best. If there's 6 of us in here, why am I the one who's doing the majority of the work? Besides, those of you that are here, you get paid more than I get paid. So why should I be the one doing majority of the work here? It's called teamwork. It's called teamwork. So if 4 of us are meant to be doing a job, why am I doing half of the job 4 people are meant to be doing? Like, I don't get it. So I go into work with so much energy to do my work, but when I see people who get paid more than I do slacking behind, I'm going to slack behind as well. Like, no, I'm not doing that. The guy talked too much. He talks too much, oh. Exactly. Like, I was even surprised how Gistlover was able to. I won't be surprised before the end of the day if they will not find his address in the UK. And there was a guy on that the Freeze Live yesterday who was telling him that he should claim asylum. Oh. You guys have already spoke about how I was able to get settlement in here. How many times have you seen me here? Come drop a video on this is how asylum works. This is how asylum works. This is how many videos have you seen on my channel where I was talking about that? Claim asylum in the UK this way. 7 steps to take to claim asylum. How many of those videos have you seen on my channel? But if somebody comes to me behind the back to DM me, I'm happy to give them any information, but not on here. But not on here. Vivian TV, I agree with you. He talks too much. He just talks too much. He has the idea of the mouth. Now he's saying he wants to apply for asylum because of whatever it is that it would not be granted because whatever. I don't know what you say. Is he on religious base? Is he how Nigeria asylum does not work that way. If you go on to look at the list of how you can claim asylum, whatever reason is claiming, it will not work. It will not fall under any of those category. Because if you're going to claim asylum, you're either facing political issues back home, religious discrimination or something. But whatever is said here, I don't think that will fall. They might just give you some sort of protection, but they're not going to grant that is not going to fall under asylum. Whoever is urging him on to go and claim asylum will just push him to where eventually they'll be able to transport him back home to Nigeria. They are just going to help him fast forward his trip back home to Nigeria. So he wants to apply for asylum because of threats. He just started. Lilibet said, host, I'm a single mom. Work Thursday to Sunday, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Something till 10 p.m. See? And then they'll come and tell us that people are not hardworking. And there was another lady I was watching on Gistlover on Instablog yesterday that obviously she was outraged as well with the information people keep sharing about come to the UK. See, for me, I'm not against people coming to the UK as long as you're coming through the legit way. I would only advise you to come in through the legit way. There are a few people who have come to me and saying they want to come in and they are thinking that if they come in, they want to go and claim asylum. I told them no. If you're going to spend all of that money to come into the UK, to come and now claim asylum, I will not advise you about that. I was actually advising against that. If you have the means of coming into the UK in the legit way, do it. Don't come corner, or coming through the visitor route, and then you want to stay. If you come through that way, you will suffer. You will suffer. I've always said it here. I am not against people coming to the UK. The only thing I'm against is that I am against you selling your investment. If you're making good money back home in Nigeria, why do you want to come here? Yes, I understand there's no good health. The education system is messed up. There's so many things are not working in Nigeria. And this kind of takes me back to that Dr. Okorocha that was interviewed this morning. He said Nigeria is not poor. Nigeria is a developing country. And I agree with him. Nigeria is not poor. We are a developing country. So just as I was saying, if you have a better business back home in Nigeria, at some point, I used to say Nigeria is messed up. Nigeria is no good thing in Nigeria. Nigeria is only useless to you if you don't have something you could do to contribute into the community, to the society, like some sort of business that you can implement, like you can do on your own to start fetching money. I'm now off the wagon of people who say, Nigeria is not, there's nothing in Nigeria. Nigeria is only going to be useless to you if you can't think of something to do on your own part. All based on me alone. Lilibet, I totally understand where you're coming from. I know a few people as well. Like, in fact, I know a couple. They don't have like a permanent residence in the UK yet. The husband is showing the wife shaggy because obviously the wife is, I don't know what's happening. Maybe the wife, because she doesn't have like a permanent residency, so the amount of hours of work she could do is limited. But I think on the other side, the husband is able to work. But I really don't understand what's happening in terms of their settlement in the UK. But the husband is showing the woman shaggy. Like, she will come to me like, oh, Wemimo, can you do this for me? Wemimo, can I do this? Can I do that? Can I do that? And I'm like, madam, yes, I might be here with my husband. You might think I have everything, but I have my own bukata under my own carpets. Just like Burna Boy sang. What did the Burna Boy sang that everybody get their own walao? Now, person way you won't face. I can't remember that song. If you guys know the word of that song, let me know in the comment section. But Burna Boy sang that song that everybody have their own issues. It's only those who come out with theirs that you see. Most of us, we don't come out here to come and be blabbing about our issues. Yemi Jos, I came in through studies and I have my permanency. Congratulations, Yemi. I'm solely happy for you, and I hope that permanent residency will lead you to greater heights. Like I've always said to people, if you have the opportunity of coming here through the legal means, please do it. Don't come cutting corners. See all these people that are giving come to the UK through social list, 7 means to go through quickly. So don't follow them. All this information they are giving you on YouTube is readily available on the Home Office website. You just need to sit down, carry a laptop, take your time and carry out adequate research, and you'll be fine. I know a few people who are settled here through the studies. A few of them that I know, they don't have siblings, but they came in as a single person. And some people, they are young couples, and shortly after they came in here, they started raising families. But now saying that they've not come here to study, at least the ones that me I know, they went to school. They went to school. And I think it's high time all these universities with all these Nigerians are coming should come out and say, this is our record. Our students are attending lectures. Our students are submitting assignments. And they should not take this that they have a mouth guys talk. Let me read. I said anyway, at least many have come here. Many have come and are here. That's the hardest part. Trust me, that's the hardest part. I was just like a story I heard yesterday. I mean, sometimes like maybe 2 weeks ago about a family who sold everything back home in Nigeria. The husband was not forced about coming here. It was the wife who wanted to come, and they came in with 5 children. I was like, who advised them to come in with 5 children at the same time? 5 children. Obviously, I'm not going to blame them because the opportunity was there for them and they made use of it. But then they had to go and sell properties. They sell investment and they also borrowed money. So at some point, and in the long run, I think some changes took place she was not aware of, and that's going to cost them more than they bargained for. And now they're looking for people to borrow their money. Now, let them be smart and do the right things to get legal residence fast before they make things harder. I absolutely agree with you. I say it. I absolutely agree with you. Just like I said, it's going to be implemented from January 2023. I mean, January of 2024. So I believe there are still going to be September intake. So if anybody's coming and you're planning on coming into the September intake, you can do so. And I would imagine that those who are even planning on coming on September intake, I won't be surprised if they start knocking back visa applications. And I was watching this news and this show on TVC. They were saying that there used to be a time whereby people will apply for student visas, and you know, these schools, they will ask you for deposit. If they've already sent you all the letter and stuff that you did to process your visas, they will ask you to pay a deposit. There used to be a time whereby if eventually you were not granted a visa, that the school will refund your money. Please let me know in the comment section. Is that happening? If you were not able to get visa and you've already paid deposit, are the schools refunding your £1,000s of deposit back to you? Because I don't know how that works, because I know the school, once you accept your admission, they will ask you to pay a deposit of maybe half of the fees, and then that's when they will release all the CAS form and stuff to you. So if peradventure you've not been given the visa or you've been denied the visa, are these schools refunding money back? Because you can't expect somebody who's already in the process of application, they've already paid deposit, and then they did not give you visa, and the school is not refunding your money. I say it says schools are not refunding money. You can imagine. So they are sitting on all that deposits. Nah. Something has to be done. Something has to be done. So Lilibet said, we that are British don't make noise. Now, so obviously on my own channel, the way, obviously, because I've been here for a long time, I only just say to you, because some people, they get culture shock and all the things. And I just kind of like say, yeah, for the fact that you are here and you are in Nigeria, me, I'm paying rent. It's easy for you to buy land and build house in Nigeria. But here, if you buy house here, you will keep paying until you retire. In fact, you even leave basic for your children when you get a mortgage. But in Nigeria, you can easily save up your money, buy a land, and build your house. So the only thing I'm sharing here is when you come here, do this, or when you're coming here. But I've never sit down and say 8 tips, 8 advice to travel to the UK, how to get visa into the UK as a student, how to check in. People should stop giving that information out anymore. And it's just that some of us are lazy. All this information that you're coming, yes, YouTube is one that's like Google, but all of this information is readily on Home Office website for you to access. And what else? Also, people are always coming in with claiming they have loads of money. I don't know how people are able to get away with that, but this guy just kind of like tarnished everything. Like the British government already reached their targets, and this guy has just helped them confirm that Nigeria is one of their problems. You just help British government confirm that Nigerians are one of their problems, because Nigerians seems to be the person or be the country that has the majority of dependents coming in with them. I'm going to quickly read the comments. I said schools are not refunding money. Biodiesel, hi biodiesel. Yes, they refund back, but not immediately. All right, okay, that's good to know. I'll be happy to, maybe I'm just going to go dig myself to actually find out if they're actually refundable. As Bio said now, Bio said they are refundable. It might not be instantly. So Madina Utman said, mother of 5, remember I told you I got 5 kids, but I come in alone with Oga. We are working on how to get the kids in. God bless her. It's not easy to come in with kids. Exactly, that's my thoughts. So you've got 5 kids as well. So who is looking after the 5 kids now? Or are the kids with you? Because like I said in that video, that if you come and ask me now that mom of 5, I'm coming with Oga and I've got 3 children, should I come in? I'll say no. One of you should travel down first. With the way things are now, that they're going to change things. If you're going to visa and you have your children, bring them at once if you can afford it, because things are going to change. If you're saying you're going to come in first and bring them in later, the January cutoff might catch up with you. So if you've already got your visa now and you can afford to move the entire family at once, please do so. I'm only saying this because of the new implementation. If you were to be that all of this was not happening before, I would have said no. Maybe Oga or whoever whoever is a student should come in first, and then dependents will now come in later. At least let someone come to get you a soft landing, because I understand what the British government are facing as well. There's a lot of pressure on hospitals. There are people who should be getting major surgeries done in 12 weeks. Now they are waiting 5 years, and then after 5 years, the surgery is being cancelled. So I understand that pressure is mounting on the British government, but this guy just gave them the hammer to say, yes, Nigerians is the problems the British people are facing. Hello, Choice TV. Welcome, 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 welcome. Now, me can't wake all of you now for house this morning. I'm coming with all my family. Bayo is a good advice, because with this new rule, I'm solidly behind you coming with your family at once. As long as you got your documentation, but mister, make sure you are sourcing for your accommodation. If you're coming in as an August or September intake, start finding your accommodation now. In fact, you might be too late, because accommodation is a gold now. Finding accommodation in the UK is a gold now. There was a few couple that I met a few months ago when they came in. I had to go and meet them in an hotel, and they were telling me that all of their money is almost running out. I cooked food to go and meet them. I met them. I think they were in a hotel in East Kilbride, and that's like almost an hour and a half on the train. I have to go and meet them. I had to cook because this girl was like, she's not eating better food. I won't say girl, a lady, that she's not eating better food. She's not eating better food. This is that. I had to cook. I cooked jollof rice with omiobe. I cooked and took it to them. Later on, I was able to help her source for the accommodation where she and her husband were in a flat for like maybe 6 months before they now go on. Now they have a beautiful baby daughter and they are doing fine. Though I've not been keeping in contact with her. I'm happy to do something like that. If you've just arrived, you need information, I'm happy to give you information. DM me. I will happily give it to you. If I don't have the information, I will direct you into the direction of people who have the information for you. But you won't see me coming on every week with video. Do this, do that, do this. You won't see me. All this come to UK with student visas, content creators need to stop. Because with this guy now, he said he has 256 videos advising people, helping people to come to UK, but then you've gone on social media, on BBC News, with 25 seconds of sentence to tarnish all of that, your 250 videos. Choice TV, they don't spoil UK. They don't spoil it now. They don't talk saying that Nigerian people with the problem UK government gets now, because everywhere you turn now, Nigerians ban another country. They're not saying other country, they're saying Nigerian and another country. They use Nigerian as the first point of contact in their subheadings. Punch TV, all of those online medias, Nigerians and another clinical. All the news now is Nigerian they are using to start. I'm even surprised. I'm shocked that United States is on the list. United States is on the list. So United States are coming into UK to come and study. So I'm shocked. This guy really, honestly, Choice, he fell our hand. So people are being tribalistic now. I said, Madina, sacrifice and try and bring them fast. The UK is changing rules. Exactly. Like I said, Bayo, if you're still here, and any other person who already plan on coming here, if you already got your visa, please bring your entire family at once. Because with the way UK already met their targets, and they are going to implement this law, and they've said it's going to take effect from January 2024. So if you can afford it, bring your entire household, as long as you've already gotten your visa. And like I said, start working on your accommodation or else all of the extra money you brought, you will spend it on the hotel fees. And hotel is not cheap. Hotel is not cheap, because if you're in hotel for 2 weeks, all of the money you were thinking that will help you, you will finish spending everything. And people are sleeping on that bridge. I've always said it. People are sleeping under the bridge here. Please, guys, as you come in, kindly share this live. Kindly share it, guys. People are sleeping under the bridge here. One day, I will go into town and it's a degrading thing. I would have been able to go to town and give you video of people who are sleeping under the bridge. Me, that was even thinking that my two sisters, those ones, they just don't want to come, because if they wanted to come, they would have been here for a very long time. They just don't want to come. But I believe them coming over is going to be easy, because by the time I got my settlement, I included them in my application. So them coming over will be easy. They might not come. They would not be coming through the student route. No, they would not be coming through the student route. In fact, they don't even want to stay here. They don't want, because if they want to stay here, they will have, they will have said, Sister Amelia, do this quick for me. Thank God. So other countries like Canada will join UK with exactly. So other countries, if they see what UK has done now, and with that 25 statement, they will start tightening their borders. They'll start making things difficult for people to come in. I'm just going to read comments here. I say it. Australia already started changing their rules. You see, thank God, my sister is there already. Congratulations, on choice, Libby. Well done. Lilibet, good morning, Mama Choice. Buyer Disu. I don't know how to go about the accommodation stuff, but we'll let you know when I get to that stage, if there's any assistance. If you look in my comment section, you will find my Instagram handle there. So send me a DM on my Instagram. I might be able to share some website where you can start sourcing for accommodation before you even leave Nigeria. And for me, there was a time someone contacted me that I should help them search for accommodation, but this person wants to turn me to their house help. I'm like, why should I use my own money to be doing all the runs for you? No, I'm not even asking you to pay me. I've given you all the information about it, so you contact them yourself. I was meant to pay for like a subscription to be able to access all the information of accommodation. And after it was like, I'm like, that's my PayPal. This is how much it will be. Put the money for the subscription there. Are you expecting me to use my own money? This person, when I realized that they are going to be a pest, I cut them off. Like, I'm going to my work. I'm coming back late at night, and I'm stepping you to search for accommodation, and you're telling me to use my money to. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. You're not paying me for the services I'm rendering you. So buyer, like I said, look into my into the comment section or into my various videos. I'm on Instagram as thatmom5. So my username on Instagram is thatmom5. So DM me. I might be able to send you a link of like website you can go to, so that you can have even though you want to wait till you come, so you can have an idea of the cost of rent, what is required, so you are prepared. Okay. Yes, so Queen Choice, things are getting tough now. Choice said the problem started with the content creators doing relocation and UK study videos, misleading people. Exactly. That's what they do. In fact, there are comments here. We get to the section where we are reading comments. I even found Diana Ekweme in one of the comment sections. I will share what she said here. So I cry for people. That content creator who exposed Nigerians, he really said a lot. He did, though. Even that 20 seconds, it was a lot. So he was bragging. So on Daddy Freeze Live, Daddy Freeze was like, so how do you intend to, what you've done, how do you intend to amend it? Because there was a lady who was the lady was paraing for him. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean that Nigerians don't come to study? Like, what statistics do you have? What information do you have to say Nigerians? Talk for yourself, don't talk for anybody else. This girl was raging for him. And I really appreciate that lady. And the other one said, like, no wala, just go on BBC again and tell them that you're only speaking for yourself. You're not speaking about the other people you've mentioned. But how is that possible? They paid him for what he said, so it's not going to change his mouth now. So I'm going to so he now said to Daddy Freeze that let Daddy Freeze recommend 5 people. He's going to render them his services on how they can relocate to the UK. And I'm like, what? This is someone who just said that people are not coming to the UK to study. So why would somebody that wants to come and meet you to give them information on how they can relocate? If Daddy Freeze listens to that boy, then him and Daddy Freeze, they are the same thing. They are birds of the same feather. Though Daddy Freeze did say that he did not agree with what he said. He understands where he's coming from. But how is he going to rectify it? He said that the Freeze should recommend 5 people to him, and he will be able to give them information and help them to relocate to the UK. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, no, let him keep his pocket. Let him keep his help in his pocket. All the 256 videos he has on his channel, that 25-second statement already rendered those videos useless. So moving on from there, he wrote an apology. He uploaded an apology video this morning. I was bathing before I set my ring light. Lily, after this, I will go and watch it. He was even bragging on it that before this 25-second clip, nobody was sharing his video, nobody was sharing anything that relates to him. But so he's happy that he's getting all of the attention. I told you guys that Gistlover already have his mobile number. Gistlover already shared his WhatsApp number. And I'm telling you, before the end of today, they will find his address in the UK. Because how did Gistlover get his number? It's just people that know him that will give that information now. Madina, well done, mom of 5. Keep doing your good job. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Madina. So before the end of today, they will find out his address. In fact, they will find where he's working. So he uploaded an apology video this morning, and he disabled the comment section. Because immediately I saw his video, I was like, let me go and leave him something in the comment section, because that video, that premiere, that the first, I was every sentence he made, I was just like, responding in the premiere. I was writing something, so I was responding to it. I was responding to every second anything was making on the video on the live. I was writing something back. So in the video, he was saying that he's not apologetic about what he said. He still, from that video, he's still standing by his opinion. It was like he had the chance to speak about why people were coming into the UK. And I was like, well, you had the chance, but you lost the opportunity. That was the chance you should have said, education system in Nigeria is not great. People are spending 8 years for a 4 years course. People are not getting jobs after their degrees. People, those are the things you should be highlighting. But instead, what did you say? Oh, people are not really in here for the real thing. They don't need the education. They're only using that route as a means to escape that in Nigeria. So that's how you fail our hand. So he was not remorseful at all. His opinion is still standing on his opinion. He's only apologizing on the fact that he's upset people. It was like, because people that watched that video, they are not feeling the way they are feeling right now 5 days ago. So he wants to apologize based on that. So that's why I'm saying that he's still standing by his opinion. And I wrote that yes, he had the chance to highlight the struggles of Nigerians, but he failed. These are my responses to his apology video. He had the opportunity, the chance to highlight the failed election that just concluded, the failed education system, the lack of medical facilities, the lack of so many things, even basic essential things for the female child in Nigeria. It's not there. Lack of justice system. You had the opportunity to do that, and you failed drastically. And then you're coming here to apologize, and your apology still feels like trash to me. And I said also, his apology comes too late. Yes, his apology came too late, because I already saw him brag on that the freeze live. I already saw him brag from the voice message. In fact, I don't know if I'm able to record that voice here. It was like, I am not UK government. The UK government already reached that decision. It was just that they were meant to announce their announcement before his own video go live. And I was like, you are not UK government. There are some interviews you just don't grant. And such interview, you shouldn't have gone alone. There should have been somebody with you. But obviously, you thought he was smart with his wire mouth. And it was like, he has 258 videos, that those are his hard work, those are his sweat. These are like, and my response to you, DM, what is it called? I am TMing you. Your 258 videos means nothing to me or to anybody else who might find it, because you're happy that you are getting all the attention. Is on helping people. No, the purpose of you helping people has just gone down the drain. Because people who are saying, I will be surprised if you see how the large follow you have on YouTube right now. And I think it's high time this community start going against those content creators who are encouraging people to come in through this visa thing. Like I said, I will never tell anybody not to come into the UK, but make sure you come in through the legit way that will allow you work, legit way that will allow you access facilities, legit way that will allow you make use of the health system. Don't come through corners. Because me as I am, I don't have money to give anybody. I don't have money to borrow anybody. This is what I can do. Food. How much is food? I will cook food. I will bring it to you. I will help you ask people who have houses if they want to rent. But giving you money, I don't think anybody has ever given me money in this country since I've been here. It's been 17 years in February of this year that I've been in this country. Nobody has ever given me money. Say, Wemimo, happy birthday. Or, Wemimo, congratulations on having your baby. Even on naming ceremony. Nobody ever, not even £5. I had 4 of my children in this country, and I don't think anybody ever gave me £5. In Nigeria, now you do naming ceremony, they will spray you money, or they'll put money in the envelope. Nobody has ever done that. See, with the way things are now, it's going to impact so many things. Anything that's got to do with visa, anything that is visa based, this new happening is going to impact it. I can tell you that. So before the January thing goes into place, make use of it. That's what I'm going to say to people. Make use of it. Don't wait. You guys don't mind the way I'm tying my scarf. I don't have mirror here. So make use of it. So it was like, from his apology video, it was like, it doesn't deserve the negativity he's getting. Bro, you deserve all you're getting because you did not sought anybody's opinion on those questions you were asked. You could have refused to answer those questions knowing what your response would be. It's not as if they don't know what your response would be. They already have the answer. They were just looking for somebody who is like out in there. They know they've obviously been watching you. They just want somebody who has been giving people the information to come out and say the thing they wanted to hear, and you fell into their hands. You fell into their hands, and I believe they paid you because there's no way they wouldn't have paid that. You will have gone to go and grant 1 hour interview. The interview I did with BBC about the cost of living, when they approached me, they did not say they were going to pay me anything. But at the end of the day, they did pay me, and it was not a lot. I think I was paid £100 or something. It was just like they came to film in my house, and they paid me £100 or something. That was all. Obviously we're talking about cost of living, and I was sharing my story, and the presenter was like, "Oh, Wemi, I might be able to get something from this for you." And then she called me the following day, dropped an envelope for me. I opened the envelope, it was 100 quid, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, thank you." And in that interview, I will see if I can find the article somewhere. I might be able to tag it, or maybe drop the link of that interview in this live once I'm able to edit it. So that was what this guy did to us. It was like, it does not deserve the negativity, blah 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 blah. And again, the damage has already been done. So I just want to go into all the comments. Like, some celebrities were commenting, like lots of people were commenting. When I told you guys that his number has been released by Gistlover, I have it already. His number, yeah. So the voice record I was saying, I don't know if I can. Choice TV, do you think I can play the voice record here? Because I don't want it to have an impact on my video, on my live, where he was saying that he's not YouTube, where he's not British immigration, so they should not come and be blaming him for anything. So I have all of that. I have all of that here. And the comment that I said I found, let me share the comment. Let me read out the comment with you guys. That people are not taking it easy with him at all. So there's this Nigerian Nollywood actress. Her name is Biola Bayowon. This will dash the hope of many genuine Nigerian students. Yes, that was why I said that. How was he able to come up with that opinion? Or how can he ascertain those who are legit students and those who are not legit students? Because obviously they apply to the UK. Please, where can I get his picture for thumbnail? Go to FB, go to Facebook. If you search his name on Facebook, you'll find lots of his pictures. That was where I found the one I used. So it was like, so people are commenting, like all these our celebrities are commenting. Like this was said, it's so sad. Yes, it's probably going to make, it's just made everything difficult for those who are currently here as well. Because all these British people, when you start doing so, they'll start looking at you as if you are the problem. They'll start looking at you as if you don't deserve to be here. But meanwhile, the government granted you the visa to come here with your siblings, with your dependents. I don't think they paid him to say that, but they only used him as part of the reason they took the decision. It's so unfortunate. Like, for him to have come, like, normally they invited, because it was like, according to him, his time is money. They will have offered to interview him, and for him to have agreed to be interviewed, they will have paid him. So maybe not necessarily for what he said, but obviously because he already received money, and they threw that question at him. And obviously, in his mind, honest in his mind, that response he said was just honestly coming from his mouth, but he could have refused to answer that question. He could have used that opportunity to say, I understand why people are using this route. Economy in Nigeria is bad. The recently concluded election was rigged. You know, that was where you should have stepped in and give the media man reasons why people are actually using that route to relocate into the UK. But instead, he goes on to say, no, they don't really need a degree. They're just here as a means to Japa. That was where he messed up. He could have used that question as an advantage to hear out the issues that Nigerians are facing back home. But instead, he just goes to show to me that he's not learned. Kokawe. To my Kokawe ni, ó yẹ kó lo ìbéèrè yẹn as ọ̀nà láti fi lè sọ pé nǹkan bá báyìí lójú àwọn ará Nàìjíríà ń rí o. So tí wọ́n bá ń wọlé ní yanturu pẹ̀lú ẹbí wọn, ẹ má dá wọn lẹ́bi. But instead, he just went on with the diarrhea in his mouth. Nigerians are not taking it easy with him. Oh. They are not. Like comments, I'm reading comments here. So another comment was here. In case he blessed, were like, oh, more. Because they were shocked. Demola violinist. Who is this snitch? They've called him a snitch. That's someone from the US saying he's a snitch. And another one was like, so this guy thinks the UK government didn't know about this before they issued over 60 cases. Exactly. The UK government already knew this. And they keep issuing the visa. They could have cancelled this visa and the route for a very long time, but they did not. So that was what I was saying. They have a target. They've already reached their target, but then they just want somebody to use as a scapegoat. Obviously, they've been watching him, and they've used him to just pass their mark to say, they've made Nigeria look like the problem. Make us look as if Nigerians is the problem. You can't, but you will talk alone with it. So exactly, I'm just not going to put it. I'm just not going to put it. But people already get the gist. Where he was saying that everything that I've said here, you find it, you can download everything on Gistlover. Call on, make God continue to bless Gistlover. Those who hate him, let them go and die in the corner. So another one said, this is Diana Ekweme's comment here. Diana Ekweme said at Franklin. So this Franklin guy said, so Franklin is also a YouTuber, is a well-known popular YouTuber. He said there's a deeply rooted psychological damage that's seriously affecting a lot of Africans, and that's inclusive of lack of identity and inferiority complex. Now, so Franklin go to throw in anyhow. So that's what Franklin said. And then Diana said, "Is the confidence for me? The shackles are too thick to be cut." So people are parrying for the guy a lot. And then somebody said, over 500,000 students from Nigeria alone in 1 year, at least 17,000 to 25,000 pound tuition fee per student. Exactly. So Nigeria's coming, they're bringing money. Their money is boosting the UK economic system or financial system. In addition to visa fees, upkeep and proof of funds. Wow, education truly is a form of tourism income. This person said Nigerian students coming to the UK to study is like they are just coming as tourism, and they are paying hard. They are paying through their nose for it. Gistlover is my lover. Okay, only bets. When you announce wedding dates, make you invite us. So there's a lot of things like people were just like, this can't be true. So the apology he rendered. This is his apology. His apology he rendered this morning.
This is not a standard video.
He said it's not a standard. There was ad in the video. When I watched it, there was ad in the video. You love Gistlover so much.
Without any script.
He said he does not have a script. Let me forward it. I don't have time for this.
For any inconvenience, this may have cost you. If what you have seen being circulated, what you watched, what we watched, has made you uncomfortable.
He's only apologizing because of people's emotions. He's not apologizing for what he said. That's one thing I know. He's not apologizing for what he said.
In any way.
And besides, who be the tailor who sold this Ankara hoodie for him?
I want to say that I am.
That's a play up from his apology today. From his apology video.
I'm sincerely sorry.
I don't believe he is sorry at all. He is not.
For whatever pain that you
I, for one, I won't be going to his channel to watch anything.
Even more. Because If I meet you in person, if we're able to sit in the same space, touch you, probably, engage, there's nothing.
Yes, now Troy Stevie, they just use him to hammer the nail.
Than love, progress, and positive support.
Are you hearing him?
The people who
no be support you they render
once, wherever it is in the world, know that this is only what I've brought. There is no other motivation for me granting an interview. Can
you guys hear him?
To highlight some of the challenges.
Try to be saying, I like Gistlover. Who don't like Gistlover? Just no enter Gistlover. Make Gistlover no enter your matter. Now the only thing. Everybody like Gistlover, but nobody pray make Gistlover enter their matter.
An opportunity to me, who haven't been heard, to share our frustration.
Shut up! Can you hear him? So he had the opportunity to share the frustration of Nigerians, but he messed it up. So he's saying that what he has created was to have an opportunity to share our frustration, but what has he gone there to do? He's not shared any frustration. He's just gone there to say to the British people that, yes, Nigerians are not coming here because they need a degree. They're only using this means to Japa to relocate out of Nigeria. He's complicating himself.
The people.
So that was what he said there. And the other thing he said.
Very important government decisions that have already been. I have seen my BBC feature, I've seen the news, and I know a couple of you guys have seen it as well. And automatically there's already noise coming from us.
You hear him? He said we are making noise. Automatically there's noise coming. Is that someone who is remorseful of what he said?
I cannot respond to everybody, but I'm going to put a couple of things out there, all right? But before everything, I would say that I am grateful. I continue to be grateful for this progress, because it's not easy when you sit down, judge your own. May organization like BBC reach out to you that they want to get your opinion and voice regarding very important government.
He's catching clues because BBC reached out to him. Me, I'm a small YouTuber now, and BBC reached out to me as well, but definitely not on this matter.
It's not the UK government. I am not even close at all.
He said he is not UK government.
All I shared were my opinions on several things I was asked. All right, I'll get to that.
Yeah, his opinion, you are to pass your opinion, but you've generalized here. What information has he got to say that Nigerians are not coming here for the degrees, that Nigerians don't need the degree? Are you saying that copy on Tedola, that he doesn't need the masters or whatever she's been doing? Or the people in my own family that have come here for masters, that they are not going to school or they don't need it? Or other people that I know around? I know people who have come here to study and they are doing great. Like there's a lady that I know who came as a student. She's working with KP Morgan now. KP Morgan, and she has finished from university for how many years in Nigeria? She was working all over the street with no job, and she had the opportunity to come here. She's working with KP Morgan, making money, and in all of the care sectors, all the nurses that you can see nowadays, it's our Black African people that are there. We do all the hard work. I'm so pissed with this guy, and he's saying that his motive was to to tell people what we are going through, but he's not gone there to do that. He's not remorseful at all. He's not, He's not. What was that voice thing again? That was another second one.
He's not the UK government.
No, he's not the UK government
at all. So at best, all I shared were my opinions on.
Thanks, Madina. Thanks for coming. Thank you. I appreciate you. Do join me tomorrow. Tomorrow is my birthday. Do join me tomorrow, 6 p.m. Come with a champagne. Come with your, we are going to be spraying money. So hopefully you join me on my birthday live tomorrow evening. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a good day ahead.
Several things I was asked. All right, I'll get to that point number 2 later. Your opinions are yours. My opinions are mine. The day they call you for a feature, please share your opinion. It's nothing more than.
Nobody's actually saying he shouldn't share his opinion. But what he's actually going to do was that he's generalized, he's spoken as if he's speaking for every Nigerian in the UK. That's just what I think is done. That's what I think he's done. He's gone on to speak as if he's speaking for everybody in the UK. That's why he's speaking for every Nigerian in the UK. Like, guys, what do you think? I'm so like, I was gonna come and do a video, but like, if I come and do a video, the video will be as the same length as, so it's better I come live. Like, I'm so disgusted, so disgusted. Like, how can he do this? How can he do this? I don't think he has a family, because if he has a family, he wouldn't have gone on and said these things. So, like I said, guys, I'm not going to stay too long here. Maybe another 10 minutes, just maybe another 20 minutes, and we round up. My lasting word to you guys is this: if there's anybody who's already applying, like I said, I'm not going to tell you not to come to the UK, but come in a legit way. If you have an opportunity to come in through a legit means, please take absolute 100% use of it. And if you're planning on coming, and if you've already, it's already meaning that you're selling your property, if you're selling your personal belongings, you're selling stuff, then that is not a sign to say that you are to come here. When me and my husband was going to come, we did not have to sell our land. We had a plot and a half land then, years ago. We did not have to sell a plot of our land. That was the first land my husband ever bought. We did not have to sell that. But God made a way for us, and we came in here. And I've never hidden it that I got my settlement through asylum. And I think I did a collab with a YouTube channel called That Niger Girl. And ever since then, I don't think I've come here and say, oh, this is the story you need in asylum. Tell them this in asylum. This is what can get you asylum. I don't think I've ever done that on my channel to come and give you that. No. And I've always said to people that I know, you can DM me. Lilybeth, Mom of 5, please, I'm so sorry about tomorrow. I'm back to work and we'll miss your birthday. Oh, it's all right. Okay, I'm accepting gift anyway. I'm accepting gifts. So if you're not going to be there, I am accepting gifts. I have an awesome day at work, all right? I'm on annual leave for 10 days. So even though I'm on annual leave for 10 days, I'm still going to be doing a couple. I've gone overtime on Saturday and then not back until next. So I've been off since last week, Friday. So I'm accepting gift to any of you that are not going to be present. Send my gifts, okay? Thanks, Madina. I'll be looking forward to you. Come with your glass, so because we are going to be popping champagne. So, like I was saying, I have not come in here. I don't think I've ever come on my channel or I've ever uploaded a video saying, yeah, this is what to say in asylum. No. But I've always said to people that if you need me to share anything with you, kindly DM me. If I have an information for you, I will tell you. But I'm not going to come out here and do it the way all these Japa to UK have been doing it. And secondly, if you're already planning on traveling to the UK, either through the student route or through, ensure it's a legit route, that if they're asking you for any information, you have the paperwork to defend your traveling. If you're already coming with all this new information that is happening now, if you have the fund and you have dependents, please move with them. Move with them. Don't say you're going to come. My advice before is always like, let one person come and the others can join later. No. With this new information, if you can afford to move at once, please move at once. And if you are planning on coming in as a September or August intake, please start looking for accommodation now, or else all that money that you think you've already budgeted for 3 months, you might end up spending on hotel fees. Send me your picture. Let me celebrate on my channel. I will send you. I will send you on WhatsApp, Choice TV. Thank you so much. I will send you. I was gonna do photo shoot, but see, this is my area that I am. Nothing. You can't get anything done. Even tell yourself don't disappoint for clothes. Tell yourself don't disappoint for clothes. So that's why I was like, I will just come in here and share with you. So I will send you my picture once I'm done. So if you're already planning on coming for as a September or August intake, I would probably say you're too late now. Or better still, if you have good internet source, start searching for accommodation. And like I said, if you want me to send you links of housing, of private lets or people who that can let properties to you, DM me on my Instagram or send me an email. I will give you the link. I will share the link of where you can start looking and start searching for accommodation now. And if you have anybody here closer to the time that you are coming, they might be able to help you to make payments. Obviously, you're going to send your money. Nobody's going to use their money for you. So start sourcing for your accommodation right now. Don't be like some people who came in and they are living in a hotel for 3 weeks and then all of their money they're spending because you'll be able to cook. You're just spending all of your money. Thank you, Choice TV. See you later. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. Send all of my love to the boys. universities already rejecting. Hey, Beleo, are you sure I say it? Let me pin this. Oh, I don't know how to pin this. I've just pinned it. Are you sure I say it? Universities already rejecting those with dependents. Choose universities that give cash with dependents. So can you people hear now? So universities are already, some universities I believe are already rejecting those with dependents. Choose universities that give cash with dependents. So that means there won't be a lot of August and September intake this year then. Because obviously with this new implementation, they will start, contacting all the universities to update them. Now wow. Anyway, with that being said, I believe there will still be other options for coming in because, like I said, the UK system will not. They love a family unit. They love a family unit, and they will not want to separate units. So, which I believe was reason why all these visa routes, they've given you the benefit of bringing people with your family with you, because if husbands are coming in here to study for a year without their siblings, and that studying for a year, you're only allowed to work 20 hours a week. How much do you want to make to now buy ticket and be going back and forth because you want to go and see your family? So I believe that also I'm going to try and go onto the Home Office website as well. I'm going to be, when I did this video for you to upload on YouTube, I'm going to be adding some links of what I can find on the Home Office website of other means. If you don't necessarily have to come in through the student routes, I believe there are other means you can come in, and these are things that you can do yourself. You just need to carry out your proper research. So I said yes, people saying that they are rejected. Oyinbo planning this to start now, not January. Hey, you know how they are. Exactly, I know. So they're already putting stuff in place so that even January people cannot come in. Now, wow. So you guys, you all hear that. So like I said, at the end of this video, I'm going to be dropping some links, even the accommodation links and stuff like that, how you can search for accommodation if you're already planning on coming. I'm going to put them in the description box of this video once I finish uploading it. And also, at this time that I'm off work, I'm going to take my time as well to go onto the Home Office website or even the ukgov.uk. I'm going to put all those links there. At least if you give you a start, an head start to, if you're planning on, leaving the country, it doesn't have to be through the student route alone. And please, stop following all these content creators that are sharing UK visa today, tier 2 visa today, tier 4 visa today, how to get now. All of them are now doing how to get peer worker sponsorship thing. That's what majority of them are doing right now. How to get sponsorship visa, how to get sponsorship. Like every time I open YouTube, that is what I see. You've got to use what you have to get what you want. Relocating with family is not cheap at all. Are you telling me, Bayo? Are you telling me? I went last to Nigeria 2 years ago, and my ticket was £700. So you can imagine a family of 7 people, like those people I was talking about. They have 5 children, husband and wife, and they came in with all of their 5 children at once. Now, they are seeing a lot. The wife is a student, the husband is a dependent. So now they are running helter-skelter, looking for people to borrow their money. Who's going to borrow their money? Even people in your church will not borrow you money. They might give you money to buy food or maybe even give you money to buy electricity. But money, for that thing you actually need money for, you won't see anybody to give you money, even borrow you. So I would say, if you can afford it, do it, bring your family all at once. And if not, I believe there are other various routes you can use in coming to the UK, because with this one now, in as well that they said they're going to start implementing it in January, I'm sure they've already started putting it in place. All these universities are already putting it in place. So, I just hope this guy, I hope he learns. Obviously, he's learned a hard lesson, and I don't think he's remorseful. I don't think his apology makes sense. For me, his apology does not make sense to me, because he's only apologizing for the fact that he's toyed with people's emotions. He's not apologetic about his opinion. So he's gone on to speak for millions of Nigerians in Nigeria and thousands of Nigerian students in the UK, when it's not sought any people's opinion. And it was like, if BBC contacts you to come and hear your opinion, you should say your own. You should hear your opinion. But nobody's criticizing you for hearing your opinion. But you've just gone as a mouthpiece for millions of Nigeria all over the world. That's what you've just done. And you've made things much more difficult for them as well. Yes, the British government has this in plan. They intend on doing it, but they were just looking for somebody like you who have been helping people travel out of Nigeria into the UK. They are just looking for someone like you to help them pancake the data they have, that yes, Nigerians are the problems UK is having, and which you've successfully done. So whatever comes to you, you take it. You take it, you know. Choose the right course in the right location so you can guarantee sponsorship and afford to live. This is the key. Tech, nursing, project management, data, also teaching. Don't come and study rubbish. Exactly. I hear some people are coming to study language. Like, language. They are coming to study language. You are paying all of that money to come and study language. I think there's a YouTuber that I watch here. I only recently just found her. I think she studied language as well. So she was in London when she was studying. So she had better opportunity to be a teacher in that language. But since she relocated to Scotland, because Scotland is easier for you to live in. Scotland is affordable. She was not able to find a job. You studied language. I don't even, maybe it was French or something she studied. How can you pay that all the amount of money and come and study language? For me, I'm key to, if you're going to come into this area, just like I said, choose meaningful courses, nursing, medicine, engineering. And while you're planning on coming as well, make sure you learn handwork, learn DIY, learn sewing, learn hairdressing, learn how to paint, learn how to see all this. If you buy wardrobe, wardrobes don't come. When you buy wardrobe online from IKEA or B&Q, they come flat packed. Learn how to build stuff like that up because they are making shitload of money. I remember when I was going to set up my wardrobe that is there, I bought it from IKEA, it came flat. I had to go pay somebody £120 to construct my wardrobe because my husband was like, hey, it's gonna take long. I know somebody who studied public health as well, Dr. Washin, and he's doing great. But mind you, he's been here for years, so he's obviously built himself up. So public health is a good course as well. Public health is a good course. So all those courses that that advancements, even though if you don't advance from, maybe, for instance, let's say now I've studied nursing, and my advancement will always lead to either I want to become an advanced nurse practitioner or I want to become a specialist. If you don't mind that, okay, if you don't want to progress, you don't want to progress. Those are the kind of courses you should go for. So nursing, you don't necessarily have to advance on nursing if you don't want to, because that would be, for me now, like I said, I want to specialize as a cardiac nurse. I want to be a specialist cardiac nurse. But for me to be able to do that, I will have to go back to uni to do postgraduate, and I don't have time for that. So go for meaningful courses, nursing, engineering, project management, project management, teaching. But teaching, for you to be able to get a teaching job in here, it might be a while. So project management, yes, I agree with I say for that. And more other courses again, like even being a builder. If you're a builder, they teach all of that. So just make sure you are picking courses that make sense. Don't come and be studying French, or don't come and be studying work, or say you are studying music. That was the course that my daughter, who is in university now, she said she wants to go and study music. I said, music. What kind of song? I discouraged her, kia. Like, what? Now she's studying criminology. And criminology has wide areas, just as nursing, just as medicine. You have wide areas that you can work in. So legal services as well. But legal services, obviously, you have to come in either. You can come in and do maybe like a postgraduate or something, but I don't know how that works. But if you already have a knowledge of law, because I have somebody who happens to be a lawyer in Nigeria, but since he came here, I don't think he's gone on to do anything regarding law-based. I don't think he's gone on to do that. But he still goes back and forth from here to Nigeria to take on cases. So just like we all said here, make sure whatever courses, if you have the opportunity to come in, if you've been granted a visa, make sure that the course you have gone for is a course that we keep paying. We keep paying you for all the stress you've gone through, for all the money you've spent, for all the trash they've thrown at you. Make sure it's going to give you that. So I guess that's all I've got to say now. Like, guys, we need to start trading softly now, because even with this information now, all of these Oyibo people, they will start looking at us as if we don't deserve to be here, even though we've paid our way in. We've gone through the requirements. All of these people that are coming in, they've gone through the requirement. They've seen that they've met the requirement, and that was why they were granted the visa. So now, people now start saying, "Oh," they will start looking as if like you don't deserve to be here. I know all of that is going to happen a lot. So you students out there, please try and stay safe, whatever cities you find yourself, and do not keep quiet if you're experiencing things that you feel are strange. If you're starting to experience some sort of behavior from people, don't keep quiet. Make sure you are reporting it. Make sure you are reporting it. And if any of you is already working as well, I've always said about the importance of joining a trade union. As a nurse, I belong to the RC and Royal College of Nursing. As an engineer, I believe there's a trade union for that profession. As a teacher, if you're a teacher in the UK, as an immigrant, make sure you are joining a workforce union, so that if the unexpected happens, you will not be left alone. You will not be left to start paying out of your pockets. I have a video like that on my channel, like the importance of being a member of a trade union. It's very, very important. I say it's data, tech, and project management pay very highly. Absolutely. Even cybersecurity. Cybersecurity pays really well as well. I wish I could go back to it. Obviously, I study information technology, and for me to go back into IT now, I will have to take a lot of professional courses, and I don't think I've got that. I don't think I've got that patience, honestly. I mean, I'm turning the big 40 tomorrow. I don't have the time to go and start studying book. I don't have I only have time for money now. Exactly, Bayo. I only have time for money. I don't have time for nothing. If something's not giving me money, I'm not ready. Even though I really want to go back to do my postgraduate in nursing. So I'll probably be like a band 6 or a band 7. And if I'm able to reach that band, then I'm fine. I'm not going to push further. I'm not going to push further at all. Mom of 5, I just text Choice now WhatsApp to ask you for some things for me. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to check once I'm off this live. I'll probably be off here in 4 minutes. I'll reply you, or I'll reply for you. Criminology is a fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I mean, when I went to our open day, I was able to see all of our lecturers, speak to all of them, and I could see all the progression, like what it takes job wise and stuff like that. And in this country, children that went to their high school here, that's why, as a student as well, if you have dependents, it's good that you have your children here. Just like that Dr. Okorocha, his father was a surgeon. He came in here as a surgeon, and he was a child. And he's gone on to study here. He went to med school. He went to School of Medicine here, and he's a doctor now. So that's a dependent I was brought in who is a doctor. So my own kids, they've all schooled here, and it's good because all of these kids as dependents, they will school here, and then when they are finishing up from school, they are getting jobs straight because they've gone through the education system here. They've gone through the education system here, so going to the workforce will be much more easier for them as compared to if you're coming in as an adult. Let's say, for instance, you as their parent, if you're coming in, you might find a bit of things difficult. But as a child, the child you've brought in as a dependent, once they grow, they go through the education system here. Trust me, there won't be regrets. And I understand that these people that are coming with their children as well is to build their children's future. And I think is this something Fasi was the name of the guy that was interviewing this Nigerian doctor? He's an Igbo. He was like, "Oh, we love you, Dr. Korocha. We love you." Obviously, he's an NHS doctor. Why won't they love him? Why won't they love him? If that one says to pack his bag and say he's going back to Nigeria, I trust you. They will give him the highest consultant post just to keep him in the UK because he's schooled here. He went to high school here. He went to School of Medicine here. They will put him at the highest consultant pay just to keep him here, especially if he's good at what he does. And I love the fact that he was able to say that no, Nigeria is not poor. Nigeria is a developing country. And he is a child of a dependent who came in here through the visa and student route. So that's my take on that. Criminology is a fantastic job. Absolutely. Like this time around, my second daughter is starting uni in September already, and I'm happy with the course she's going for. So now, number 3 soon, in 2 years' time, you will be ready to go to uni. That way, our dependents are doing great things. And they're trying to stop that, like this boy that went to stop that nonsense. He's trying to stop that from happening. Temilola Basira, I want to pronounce this properly as a Yoruba person. Temilola Bashira. Please hope this UK new rule won't affect the post-study visa. See, Basira, Temilola, if I tell you I have information about post-study visa, I will be telling you lies. best thing is go onto the Home Office website. Go onto the Home Office website and get reading and get researching. I'm not one of those content creators that give you possible these views. I am not learned in that aspect at all. So I am not going to give you false information. But if you want to find more details about anything related to post-study visa or something, go onto the Home Office website. Like I said, once I finish this live video, I'm going to be going onto the Home Office website. I'm going to be dropping some links in the description box. So if you have the chance to come back here, try and go through that link. I will try my best. I'm not going anywhere today. After this video, I'm going to try and wait for it to upload. I'll go onto that website and drop some useful links I can find, because the way it is now, it's high time we that are here are actually helping people with more information, because I know some people might not have data and stuff like that, but I'm happy for today to sit down and source for those information for you guys. I just don't have that information for you, but like I said, I'm going to drop several links in the description box. Hopefully you can come back and have a look. So guys, I said I was going to be here for an hour and a half. Thank you so much to every one of you who have been here. Thank you for your contribution. Thank you so much. If you are free, tomorrow is my big 4-0. Join me on my YouTube live tomorrow. Come with your glass, because we're going to be popping champagne, and come with all of the super tanks. Come with all of the super chats. I'm collecting gift too. I am collecting gifts because YouTube has already made it easy for you guys to give us gift now. So come with all the gifts tomorrow. So come wish me a happy birthday tomorrow. I've already pop a notification online. So just go and find that birthday poster, and click for it to notify you, so you can join me tomorrow. Join me here 6:30 p.m. UK time tomorrow. Bring your glasses, because we are going to be popping champagne. Bring all of your debit, visa, so that you can send me some gifts. Thank you so much, guys, and I hope to see you all at another time. Thank you to every one of you who have come in here. Those who dropped in later and dropped back out, feel free to come in here. And if there's any question at all, like I said, send me a DM. And if you check in my description box, any of my videos, you can find my email address there as well. Send me an email. I will try and reach out to them. If I don't have the answer for you, I'll try and ask other people, and I might just point you in the direction of those people, so you can have a detailed information from them. Thank you so much, guys. And before you leave, don't forget to drop me a comment in the comment section. If you're yet to subscribe, and turn on the post notification. And also, if you're going to be watching this as a replay, endeavor to leave me a comment in the comment section. All right. Thank you so much, guys. And I will see you tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. We are going to be here live. Come with your glasses. All right. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.